Well, good afternoon, everybody watching this. We hope that you are uh, um, happy, healthy, and doing the best that you can through this really unique situation. Ken and I are actually in the same house right now, but we're keeping our distance pretty well, aren't we, Coach?
Absolutely, man. I can. I feel your presence.
I can almost hear you with the door shut and headphones in.
I guess I should shut my door.
Well, hopefully, nobody's really hearing the rain that we're getting. It's pretty
No,
intense
I
here right
can't
now.
hear it at all except what's behind me.
Right, yeah, same with me. So today we are kind of giving a little Zoom preview, if you will, of our new virtual mini camp that we really conceived not that long ago, right? And it's come
Yeah.
together really quickly. This is something that we wanted to be able to give back, give information, stay active, and kind of our traditional methods, but just moving them on a virtual. They didn't really make a whole lot of sense for a lot of what people have to do with their family lives and things like that. So this was really kind of a unique solution that I'd like you to speak on this, Ken, that I think is going to work out pretty well, don't you?
Oh, I absolutely do. The great thing about it is, again, you're isolated. You're in your own home, just like the rules are applying. You What's unique and great about this is you still have the same level of interaction
Hmm.
as if you were in the room. If you've got a question, you just let us know and we'll stop and cover that question.
Yeah.
And also, I think it adds a lot of spontaneity of things that come up and looking things. Because think about this, what we're doing today can actually be a new product or service you provide. You might be interviewing top business owners in your community, giving them exposure, but also building your own reputation because you're using these tools that are available to you. I used to use the GoToMeeting, which was a good product, but Zoom is like GoToMeeting on steroids.
It is. It is.
There's so many things you can do from putting a background. As we found out earlier today, we had a Zoom meeting with Nutmeg out of Connecticut, and it went fantastic. We had all their sales team on there. We were answering questions, and this is really an extension of that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I look at this as a parallel to um, something that's also happening in our industry that's a result of coronavirus, and that is the retail side of dealerships have figured out the commercial model of taking the vehicle to the customer, taking the paperwork, really limiting the or even eliminating the in dealership aspect of it. And boy, I don't know if you can put that back in the box once it's done. I really think that's going to
Very
be a new
difficult.
normal.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, you'll have some people that want to kick the tires and go to the dealership, but
right.
most people will tell you that's not one of the better experiences of their life to go to a dealership. I mean, I could I could easily see asking the consumer on the retail side, what are you looking for? What colors are you looking for? Everything. Then actually videoing those particular vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
showing them get inside, walk around. You can do it with a camcorder type thing. It's just so simple.
Right. Let me whip it out here. You know,
Yeah.
I couldn't get it working today, but there you go. The Love Hey Mike.
Oh, there you
Throw
go.
that on
Absolutely.
with a little smartphone tripod. I won't hook it up, but there you go. And
Do it with your smartphone. Yeah. So that they don't need any special equipment except for the mic and the tripod.
yeah.
They've already got the phone.
So it's really come, I think, to kind of a full circle, and that if you're not doing these things now, you will. It was one of those where there were people that were doing it better. Now everybody's going to be doing this stuff. So if you're not doing this kind of thing now, you will fall behind.
Absolutely.
And there won't even really be that margin of service, if you will, from that concierge service from that separates you from retail.
Yeah.
And just kind of become another dealership. So you've got to start thinking, if you haven't already, in different ways that this is going to impact your customers and adjust accordingly. So, and with that, that's kind of the process that we took in developing this virtual mini camp. So I'll give you the details, and then Coach, I'll let you kind of get into, or I'll give you the basics, and then let you kind of take the details a little bit in a brief sense. Um,
Sure.
for those that haven't signed up yet, right now as we're recording this, we have officially 5 seats available, but I think by the end of the day, we're going to have 3 by the time people see this. It'll be 1 hour a day, 3 p.m. every single 3 p.m. Eastern every single day. Next week, we're going to go over one basically overreaching topic per day, that 1 hour. Each of the first 4 days. The last day will just be a Q&A, wrap up, summary, that kind of stuff. First day, Coach, I'll bring you in. First day is organization and planning. Give me a couple sentences on that, the way we just set it up.
Yes, it's the old story. If you don't have a plan, or you're not planning, what you're really doing is planning to fail. And we want to go over the basics of that. We have planning forms that we'll be working through. We'll give you live examples of individuals who are new to this business, who had a great business plan and succeeded extremely well. That includes people who knew nothing about social media, but knew that they had to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
So the organization and the planning is critical, something you can pull out every week and ask yourself, am I on task?
Yeah. The second day is going to be all about prospecting. And when we were just touching up the PowerPoint to kind of keep us on task, there were so many prospecting avenues that we left off because there are just so many ways to do it that we just wanted to focus on a few to make sure we could fit it all within an hour. But you're a genius with that, and sometimes you don't even need to step outside the dealership, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. There's so much available. In fact, one of our homework assignments will be
Mm-hmm.
you doing a task inside the dealership, and the next day reporting that to us on what you found.
Yeah.
But we're actually walking around the dealership on a gold mine. And if we simply started inside with these great leads that are available, it is absolutely amazing how you could jumpstart your business.
Yeah. And in this case, just so we're safeguarding everything, we don't actually mean physically inside the dealership right now. These lists are inherent to
Right.
the systems that you have. I just want to make that clear in coronavirus times. Day number 3. This is also another fun one. This is where we're going to talk about trade groups, associations, and working the events that come with that. And I'll share a stat that we're going to talk about. I think you surveyed what was about 20 dealerships
Yes.
throughout the country, might have been more. And they had told you that I believe the number was 61% of their business could be traced back to some form of a group networking effort. 3/5 of your business, 2/3 of your business, however you want to round there. That's a massive number, and that's definitely worth spending a day on, isn't it?
Oh, it's the guys that really rise to the top that take advantage of that. We were talking with a gentleman earlier today, which we'll talk about in the program, and that's Dale Covington
Mm-hmm.
in Rochester, Minnesota, who knew nothing about social media, had not been involved in the groups. He's at a group meeting almost every day,
Mm-hmm.
and his results show it because he is kicking butt, and he's been on the retail side of the automotive business, but he had never been in commercial or fleet before, and he's embraced it. And the thing I enjoyed most about the conversation with Dale, he said, "Ken, I am having the time of my life."
Yeah.
So he's having fun at it, and we'll show you the things you can do and how much joy it can be and how powerful the opportunity is to build relationships.
Yeah. And he said something too when we were talking to him yesterday that we've heard echoed quite a lot, especially recently, of there are a lot of people that wish they'd gotten into commercial sooner and can't imagine going back to do anything else because of how unique and really how much fun it is when you engage in stuff the way Dale has. So I think that's going to be a really, really key highlight for this program. And that actually segues nicely into day 4, which is all about marketing. We'll mention social media, which Dale's practically a millennial when it comes to that stuff. But how you look online, how you use those tools, how you look in print, and how you use those tools. various things like that. How are you using your co-op dollars to maximum effectiveness? You want to speak on the marketing efforts, because
Yeah, I
there's
do.
more in that section than any other.
Yeah, marketing, that's going to be Will's day. Because he is a master. The ideas he comes up with for us is just phenomenal. I end up saying most of the time, yeah, that sounds great. I don't question anything. So he's got a lot of great things to share with you, things that have worked. We'll give you real examples from dealership after dealership on how we've been able to take these marketing concepts. You'll hear names like Andy Burns, a guy who didn't want to embrace it and now is become masterful at social media. Dale Covington, again, that'll be another name that will stand out. Eric Dobby of Nutmeg has become really a master marketer, former Wall Street guy, Will.
Yeah.
And now he's a truck guy.
Yeah.
And loving it, loving every minute of it. And of course, Craig Judge, we got to always mention Craig. He is a master at the leadership side of getting his guys involved in the social media, getting them involved in events. So we've got a lot of live examples, and Will's going to take that and run with it, and I'm excited.
Yeah, and there's one in particular too, just in the last couple of days, that I want to point out, and that's Sandra Gonzalez, newly of Peoria Ford in Arizona. Sandra put together a really high quality video shoot that was introducing a series she's going to start down the line, and released the video at about dinner time on Easter Sunday, and it had like 2 views at that time. I happened to catch it right away, and less than 24 hours later, she had over 2,000.
Wow.
And I was stunned at that, especially with it being released on Easter Sunday. And I asked Sandra, and she said, I just shared it with every single person I knew and asked them to share. That's organic. And we're going to get into stuff like that as we go, because those are the types of quality efforts that we're looking for.
Absolutely. And well, there's not a better time to be doing YouTube, for example, because what are people doing? They're at home on YouTube.
Yeah. The people are being sensitive with this here, but people are desperate for some form of content. So why not get in front of them?
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. So I want to throw in, or ask you first before I give you mine, what's your favorite part about this program?
My favorite part about the program are the wow moments. When you see somebody in the audience going, wow, I never thought about that. Kind of makes so much sense. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
They get excited about things that they haven't done because, we tend to do the same things we've always done. So someone gets into this business and they go out and make cold calls because someone said, go make cold calls.
Right.
And they're frustrated. They learn things in the program that create the wow factor. It's, wow, that would be fun. Gosh, yeah, I'd love to do a YouTube. We recently did a YouTube for Isuzu that they put on YouTube, but it's also going to everybody. And we don't have to go into detail on that, but it was fun.
We'll keep that one in the cave for now.
Yeah, okay, we'll put it in the cave. Yeah. I like that. Very good.
So my favorite part of it is you and I are both really big on questions in different ways. You got that saying that questions rule the world. And we were able to format this in a way that asks a lot of important questions of salespeople. Not necessarily for the climate right now, but you could still certainly apply those, but just things that you should constantly be giving yourself a little bit of a self-check of, am I doing this? Can I make this effort better? Is there a more efficient way to do this? It's all kind of built in. You've obviously done a masterful job of kind of building that in naturally, but I think this is really going to bring those things out and let people ask that of themselves. So that, and then the fact too that we're at least able to do something for you guys during this time that's so unique for all of us and so challenging. We're able to kind of fit, everybody's work from home, limited availability lifestyle with this, and just see how it goes. And hopefully it becomes something we maybe do regularly in the future.
Absolutely. No, I definitely think so.
You guys can sign up at we've got a few seats available. And listen, since it's virtual, if we exceed capacity, we can always open up a new one at a different time or later on, starting probably in May. So there's still availability, so let us know. But you could sign up at commercialtrucktraining.com/VMC virtual minicamp. All the details are there. Once we get everything set up by the end of the weekend, I'll set out the probably Monday morning, send out the Zoom invitations, and we'll get rolling on it. So hope you guys will join us.
Let's rock and roll, man.
I like the reference because you got my daughter's little artwork down there.
That's right. I do.
So thank you guys for joining us, and we hope to see you next week for this.
Yeah. Thanks so much.